What's up, everybody? Back with another video. What's good, Daniel Amico? Shout out to everybody on this Monday. Yes. What's good, everybody? It is a Monday. It is also Christopher Columbus Day, so I want to wish everybody a Christopher fucking Columbus Day. You know? Oh, yeah? That, of course. Exactly. Of course. Yeah, that's hey man, that's what they do in school, man. It's to school you and talk about shit that don't fucking matter. To create shit that just don't even fucking exist. Systematic racism and white privilege. Yeah, we know it all exists. Motherfuckers been talking about this shit for years. We know it exists, but a bitch don't want to change it because why? They too busy fighting over it, and then it's too hard for them to see that. Hey, I know a lot of black folks that do well. If you stay stuck in that mind frame, that's what you'll be, and that's why it's out there. Remember, CIA, mind control. It's all mind control. MK Ultra, baby. You know, they have us fighting over nothing. They could do everything. But yeah, so shout out to everybody. It's Columbus Day, and I've been debating all day. I've never got this much smoke from posting Christopher Columbus. Oh man. But hey, that's what I do. I educate. I crack people out of their doors. That's what we always do. Shout out to my brother Wise, who was just live. If anybody feels free to drop the link, if you got that ability, drop the link to Wise Wake Up. It's 1984 Dark City. Just did a ridiculous gem. I was jumping in and out. I've been running around, been busy, so I'm gonna have to check it out later. But shout out to my brother Wise. He just dropped a man. So deep and beautiful. But yeah, I've never got this much smoke from posting. My post was Happy Christopher Columbus Day. And yes, it is a fact. Christopher Columbus did discover, in capital letters, America. There has been a conspiracy theory for many years that he didn't. We need not be ignorant anymore. Wake up, fake truthers. And that's what I post. And man, are they coming out the woodwork. People are coming out. I'm talking trigger warning. And, like I said, I just use social media for what they do. Social experiments, shaking people's foundation. Wise always he was just talking about that too. Shaking people's foundation. If you see my page, you can scroll through and know, this got to be some. It's got to be something to this. But these motherfuckers. I mean, I post a lot of shit, and the shit be deep, and I only post shit that I know the answers to most of the time. Or I'll just shoot shit out there, and most of the time I'll get really no pushback because people do go look shit up, and they be like, "Damn, I didn't even know that," but the motherfucker's right. So today I was like, all right, I'm about to sit here and use all the trigger words because I said Happy Christopher Columbus Day. That right there, gonna piss people the fuck off. And I said, yes, it is a fact. And motherfuckers look in this day and age love fact checking, and they're caught up in all that bullshit. So I already knew I was gonna draw people in, lure them right on in. I could post shit about Trump, Kamala, all kinds of shit. It's great. Ain't nobody saying shit, But here we go. They are triggered through the roof behind this shit. And some people want to learn. Some people are arguing with me. Some people are like, I'm like, look, this is a social experiment. I'll be back at the end of the day and show y'all that Christopher Columbus 100% did in fact. It's not even debatable. So people will come with all these opinions. Look, y'all opinion that he didn't discover it. He discovered America. 100% without a doubt. They didn't lie to you. It is a fact. Okay, he discovered America. And people, how the fuck no, there was always people here, this and that, and this and that, da. And then I followed up with just, a few minutes ago of another post. I posted simply this. I said that, and somebody's still arguing with me on there. But, my other post was, isn't that crazy? ? It's Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day on the same day. If that ain't a slap in the face, woo, that's a slap in the face. It's Indigenous Peoples Day and Columbus Day on the same day. How this country is not in flames beyond me, because they can get away with shit like this. And then I said, P.S., most Americans are not even Americans by definition. I said, wake up, the fake awakening has you. So, and I just posted that one 12 minutes ago. But, this is what I like to do because, it spars thoughts. It shakes people up. It gets people. I got this one brother all kind of, getting out of character and shit. And I got a lot of other people too, like, yo, it messing me up. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? Send me all this other information. Then the Vikings were here, and this people's here, and black people here. We were already here, and all this other shit. Man, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Shut the fuck up and sit back and just listen. You can't take that away. And this is how people have been manipulated, don't understand what the fuck is really going on. Okay? And why he did discover America, and why, and why Americans aren't Americans at all. Nowhere on anything that you own does this state you're an American. Okay? Nothing. Unless, you're Native American, some shit like that, or you made, you identified yourself. But other than that, motherfucker's not American. This is going to be not a long one, but it's going to be a deep one. This is going to be a deep one. And I told people, I said, look, check back later. This is a social experiment. I am looking at, one, the ignorance, not negative ignorance, but ignorance means what it does. And I'm looking at also emotions, feelings. I'm looking at how people react, right, to what's been told. And then once they woke up, they shout out, oh, yeah, Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. Oh, yeah, all these people here. Yay, I'm awake now. And then I come back with, Christopher Columbus did discover America, motherfucker. What is y'all talking about? Go back, do your research. Then it'll open your eyes, pull the wool off, and open it a little bit more deeper. What's good, D? So, yeah. So a lot of people are triggered, and I get it. I'm a wholehearted understand with you. And I've already, all the feelings that you guys already have, I already got it. Because I'm going to drop this video in there if anybody wants to watch it as well. I've already been there. I feel just like you guys did. When I learned, I'm like, yeah, that motherfucker ain't discovered me, man. Especially from my background, because I know exactly where my fucking family and ancestors come from in the Carolinas is being destroyed right now, where the lithium's at and all that other shit. You know, the Catawba Nation. You know, I know where my roots come from. Okay, and they date back, 10,000 years ago. So can't nobody tell me shit about much about anything. Okay, so on top of that, Christopher Columbus Day, I can come out here and tell you that, yeah, that motherfucking 1492, whenever the fuck it was, discovered America, 100%. And you know why he discovered America? Okay, because nobody knows what the fuck discovery and discover actually means. That's all it is. Your whole reality is twisted and upside down simply because you just don't know what the fuck the words mean. You don't know what English language means. And hopefully this is so people start to go research. Fucked up when you got to research your own language because that language enslaved you, made you dumb, ignorant, right? Hence why they want to, destroy. What's good, Zay? Stick around. My streams are long, my brother. You're going to get the exact definition 100%. And then we're going to go deeper into a lot of other things that people don't fucking understand on the reality they live in, but want to save it. This is why these motherfuckers in control is going to destroy that shit. Because they like, motherfuckers don't even know what. Man, we could do whatever the fuck we want because they don't know shit. Few people know, but they starting to know. So we're going to destroy it anyway, but now we really got to destroy it because now these motherfuckers getting smart too fast. I mean, sorry, not smart, intelligent too fast. They are being enlightened too fast. Yeah, we helped them with their speed of enlightenment, right? But we're gonna pull that back. So the reason why Christopher discovered America is simple. All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta back up. Sorry, guys. I've been doing a lot today. You can learn a lot from a dummy. And I like to consider myself a dummy. I don't know shit about nothing. I don't know about nothing about any fucking thing. All right? I really don't. But, I know how to study, research, and I understand and know some things. I can't know nothing because I am nothing. But I can know some things because I am something at the same time. So, yeah, exactly. That's why I went down this road. And I got another post on Yusuf L's page about that, showing them their 10-month trip is the end of truth. Exactly. They are wrapping this shit up, guys. I told y'all. I said it years ago. Motherfuckers been sitting here, all this truth and shit. I said, listen, when mainstream starts to become truthers and talk about truther shit, time to fucking get a new gig. Time's up. All right. Yeah, exactly. As soon as I saw that, like the third attempt was a sovereign citizen. I'm like, okay, that shit right there in itself makes no sense because most sovereign citizens, right, that believe in the government would kind of believe in a Trump-like figure, but not a hardcore one. They'd be like, fuck him too. But they wouldn't go out and do no shit like that. Okay? That's just what they calling it. That's what they're, that's the spin they're putting on it to make shit look crazy. Because a lot of motherfuckers are starting to figure shit out. And when a motherfucker starts talking like me and stating Christopher Columbus did discover America and then explain it, they're going to say, oh, you're a sovereign citizen because you think about this. And, no, bitch, I just understand the foundations of what's created. It's that simple. It's all verifiable and under their own fucking laws. See, the sovereign citizen was a CIA movement like conspiracy theorists. They had to put that out there to manipulate people, to stay the fuck away from it and make it look crazy and dumb. So that's what they did. And they come out, have agents on YouTube and all over the internet putting all these bullshit processes together that are just when you dig into them and you do the research yourself and stop following them, you're like, this shit don't even add the fuck up. It doesn't add up whatsoever. It don't add up. And then you realize, man, this shit is wrong. What the fuck? What kind of shit is this? This ain't right. So, we're gonna go into how Christopher Columbus discovered America. Okay, it's simple and plain and simple. Because first off, you have to understand what the word discovery means under law, right? Not law, right? International law, okay? International law, okay? Discovery in the context of international law and contracts, especially concerning nations and land, okay? Notice they're saying nations and land. That's before they're discovered. That's before they're claimed. The term discovery historically refers to the legal principle that a nation can assert sovereignty over unoccupied or undiscovered territories. Remember, America was not discovered, meaning I don't give a fuck. All y'all are right. It's been people here. My ancestors was here. The Vikings was here. Whoever the fuck else was here. Baboon, all whatever the fuck was here was here. I wholeheartedly 100% agree with you. That's a fact. But Christopher Columbus discovered the motherfucker. It's that simple. Right? This concept, right, is rooted in the colonial period when European powers, because these motherfuckers discovered a whole lot of other lands. It ain't just America. These motherfuckers discovered a lot of shit, laid claim to a lot of shit, and with the 13 charters, took all them bitches, made them into corporations, and hence that's what we got here. No, it's not 13 families that control and own it all. It's 13 charter companies that own it all, still to this day. And some places that we've been bamboozled in to thinking they're an actual country is actually a fucking plantation, because they have an owner and they're not a state and they have no government. They bamboozled us a long time ago. Some of these motherfuckers are still living in slavery, as we were shown on the fucking movies. Like, we believe that was so back when. They're doing that shit now, right now, 2024 in nations. They're not nations. They're actually slave plantations. Hold on one second, guys. So, and this dude say, stop smoking crack. Stick around, man. Stick around. Right? So, Christopher Columbus discovered America, right? They don't want to know the truth. It's simple. He discovered it, right? International law, right? Now, European powers claim lands by discovering them, regardless of the presence of indigenous populations, right? Now, it's called terra nullius. It's a Latin term meaning land belonging to no one. Under this doctrine, land that was considered uninhabited or not governed by a recognized sovereign, right, could be claimed by discovery. All this motherfucker did, went back to where he came from and said, boom, laid claim to it, okay, which he had a fight with one of these other motherfuckers that went sailing over here to lay claim to it. They ain't gonna tell you that, but you can go research that. I'm just telling you what he did discover America, right? That's it. This motherfucker's a devil. I don't like this motherfucker, but I'm just telling people the truth. He discovered it. He laid claim to this bitch. That's it. Simple and plain. It's terra nullius, a Latin term meaning land belonging to no one. Under this doctrine, land that was considered uninhabited or not governed by a recognized sovereign could be claimed by discovery. However, this principle is often applied unjustly to lands that were inhabited by what? Indigenous peoples, but not recognized by European legal systems. Who's in control? Europeans. Boom. That's why they can come out and say it's National Indigenous Peoples Day on Columbus Day. That's a fuck you. Give me the Diddy lube, and I'm gonna ram it right up your ass so you could be happy. You fucking slave. And motherfuckers mad at me because I'm showing them the truth. It is what it is. Number two, right? These are the aspects of discovery and context of international law. That was number one, terra nullius. Number two is effective occupation. Discovery alone is not enough to assert ownership of sovereignty over a territory. International law typically requires effective occupation, meaning these bitches gotta occupy this motherfucker, meaning these bitches gotta take these motherfuckers over. Because effective occupation means discovering a nation must actively govern, control, and settle in the land. What did they call them when they came here? Settlers. So this brother right here, he don't want to admit it. Hey, it's that simple. Motherfuckers don't know what's going on. I'm smoking crack, but this is the truth. Motherfucker, I'm smoking crack, but this is the truth. You see how they have manipulated us to just reject information and come back with insults? I've been telling y'all this shit for years. Y'all gotta pull back because this is how they did it. They enslaved the fuck out of us. All right. Number three, recognition by other states. In modern international law, discovery also involves a degree of recognition by other states. The claim to discovered land is not fully established, right, unless the other nations recognize the claim, often through treaties or customary practice. Simple. Simple and plain, plain and simple. So they never lied when they said he discovered America. We just didn't know what the fuck the word meant. He did discover America, and they even rub it in your face with Indigenous Peoples Day. You know why? I know I done told y'all this shit 100 fucking times, right? I done told y'all this 100 times. Hold on. I done told y'all this 100 fucking times. Right? America. Right? What is America? The Western Hemisphere, North and South, America, whatever. Now, hold on. Sorry, my bad. This is how they rub it in your face. Christopher Columbus discovered America, and they gave you Indigenous fucking Peoples Day, where this fucking nation should be on fire. Because that is a slap in the fucking face. All right? Now, American, right? The etymology of the word American, right? Before any constitution, before your fucking all your established, right? Coming from the 50s, it said that this is the definition of American. They call it today's Indigenous Peoples Day. So today's actually what? They're recognizing Americans or Christopher Columbus? Which one is it? Yeah, slap in the face, right? 1570s, originally one of the Aboriginal peoples discovered in the Western Hemisphere by Europeans. Whoa, wait a minute. American, adjective pertaining to the Western Hemisphere and its Aboriginal inhabitants. Oh, shit. So wait a minute. You mean to tell me it's Columbus Day and it's paying homage to taking this motherfucker? Like, fuck you, bitch. We showing y'all we took this shit. Y'all was already here. All in the same fucking day. Because that's what American is. So, listen, if y'all ancestors didn't come from this bitch, okay? I'm just saying, you ain't American. That's what it says. That's one of the original Aboriginal peoples. Notice they didn't say citizens, persons, man, woman, fucking human species, human being, humankind, whatever the fuck. It simply says what? And In law, it's a resident of North America, of a European descent from 1765. So wait a minute, what? Americans, the sense of a resident of North America of European descent? What? How did it go from Aboriginal to European descent? Think about that shit. Think about that. So this is how simple it is. That's why he discovered America. He just went back, laid claim to the bitch. I just showed y'all the definition of what? Discovery. Isn't that a slap in the face, man? That is a slap. So Zay's world, there you go, man. That's simple. There ain't nothing to be mad at. He discovered America. It is what it is. Laid claim to the shit. Europeans taking over land. He came over this bitch. Okay, it's people over here. All right, I got a good big working force. We could take this bitch over. We got gunpowder. Man, we could scare the fuck out of these people. Take this land. Boom, bada bing. We got it. And that's what they did. And they even said that the original people were Americans. And this is Indigenous Peoples Day. What? Man, this shit, man, that's wild as fuck, man. That's some wild shit right there. The liberals, they're all like, oh, it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Yay, look, we fight for our rights. It's a revolution. Man, get your rainbow ass the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit. Indigenous People Day, Juneteenth. Man, get your ass the fuck out of here. Can you believe the shit that comes out of people's mouths, man? So yeah, that's discovery. I'll read it again. He discovered America, right? He discovered America because he claimed and hold on one second. Sorry. I am driving, guys. I'm forgetting sometimes I'm driving. He claimed the land. All right. And this is where motherfuckers need to go start studying the fucking law. Studying law, understanding what's going on, understand why it's called the District of Columbia, right? Understand why, things are the way they are. It's easy. It's not even that fucking hard. Study that shit. These motherfuckers lied about, they lied about this, they lied about that. Well, shit, shouldn't you be trying to learn that shit? Shouldn't you be trying to learn it? Damn, the motherfuckers, we didn't even know what discover mean. Well, we need to fucking research all this shit, figure it the fuck out. That's what we should be doing. Damn, if discovery don't mean what we thought it did, what else is going the fuck on? Shit, that's what I did a long time. I'm like, man, I woke up, I'm like, nah, fuck all this shit. I need to throw my food out. I need to look at everything, man. I had to go through everything in life. I couldn't take nobody's word for nothing, Then I got into the truth and went, oh my God, people are waking up. And I got on to that shit too. And I'm like, yeah, I'm hearing shit sounds good, sounds, this and feel like, oh, wow, I never knew that. Ooh, I'll research a little bit. And I'm like, oh, yeah. But I ain't go deep into it. When you pull back, take the fucking blinders off, detach from everything, re-wake the fuck up, and then go back, you look at, damn, this shit's kind of wrong. It's like I told y'all about the Love and Lighters. That was my first sign. All this shit was fucked up. Love and Lighters. I'm like, what the fuck is they? Sounds beautiful, looks beautiful. I'm like, what the fuck is they doing? The fuck is they doing? I'm like, no, this shit don't feel right to me. No, I don't know about all that. Spells and shit and casting spells and doing all this other shit. And I'm like, no, no, I don't know. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go read discovery again. Now, this is what the law states. This ain't me pulling this out of my ass. Anybody could research this shit. That's why, I hide that comment and they're gone, They're gone and it is what it is. They'll be back on the page, saying some other shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So just admitted, like, okay, I learned something that I didn't know today. You know, now I know. But he did discover America, right? And this is under the context of international law. They straight tell you this is what discovery means. This is so you go look at, okay, oh shit, Christopher Columbus, what? They say he discovered America. Oh, and then you can even go look up the story on that's exactly what the fuck they did. Point blank, period. So I'm gonna read it again. Discovery in international law and contracts. Because a lot of these motherfuckers be gurus and all talking about this law shit, and okay, should already know what discovery meant. You know? International law and contracts, especially concerning nations and land. The term discovery historically refers to the legal principle that a nation can assert sovereignty over unoccupied or undiscovered territories. So America was not discovered, meaning under the framework of law, nations, sovereignty, whatever the fuck system, that colonizing system they had going on, right? This concept rooted in the colonial. Let me see. As I'm reading this, man, I ain't even gonna listen to this dude saying, you said the reason why he discovered America is because he just did. Man, hey, you can't tell some people something. The person that was on here was the same one that I was talking about. That was one of the main ones in the comment, just got straight triggered. And it's simple. He discovered America. Point blank, period. He discovered America. You know, it is what it is. But what was it? Where was that? Oh, nation can assert its sovereignty over unoccupied, undiscovered territories. This concept is rooted in the colonial period when the European powers claimed lands by discovering them. This is in international law. This ain't shit made up out of somebody's ass. This isn't your favorite guru. This isn't a truther. This isn't none of that. This is what it is. It is what it is. That's what it is. You know? You think motherfucker really think that I did understand there was fucking people there? Like what? That is just that is in itself is like not using, just totally shutting off your brain, totally not using any kind of discernment whatsoever the fuck ever. You know? So, anyways, this concept is rooted in colonial period when European powers claimed land by discovering them, regardless of the presence of indigenous populations. It ain't say people, it said population. So they already knew it was a whole lot of motherfuckers there. Right? And the key aspects in the context of discovery in international law include terra nullius, a Latin term meaning land belonging to no one. Under this doctrine, the land that was considered uninhabited or not governed by a recognized sovereign could be claimed by discovery. However, this principle is often applied unjustly, right? It was some unjust shit to lands that were inhabited by indigenous people. They're doing that shit now, okay? All right? It says, but not recognized by European legal system. That's fucked up. You know? I ain't saying none of this Christopher Columbus shit is good. This shit is all the way fucked up. I'm just showing you what is. This shit is no way. I'm showing you what is so you can be like, what in the fuck have these people done to us? Make you mad, strike a chord into you to start researching and understanding. It's already too late, but at least you can go out knowing before this bitch collapsed. You knew what it was. The bitch, you don't want to run. Why is everything collapsing? What the fuck? What? Bitch, because it was discovered, motherfucker. They undiscovering this bitch. They moving to something else. Shut the fuck up, sit down, lay down, or get out my fucking way. That's it. Dumb motherfuckers all around us think this bitch got 30-year plan, all this other shit. They are making moves now. Your world, you knew, is over. They told you it's over. Now they're implementing. Don't be shocked. Motherfucker like me ain't shocked. Third assassination attempt. I ain't even posting about it. I don't give a fuck. All I thought, the most important thing was out of that I got was, oh shit, they saying he's a sovereign citizen. Oh, fuck. Just like I said, before Trump was elected, I said, oh, shit, they're bringing Trump in to take out anyone who believes in truth, knowledge, understanding, that are against this psychopathic ass fucking control structure. That's what Trump's here to do. That's what he's going to do. Whether he's elected or not, we're all getting taken down with the shit. This thought process. What's going to be propped up is these rainbow liberal motherfuckers that go along with anything that they're fed to. You know? Think about it. Man, come around. He got, listen, this dude got all his information from a brother I know. What is you talking about? Don't come over. You're way behind, man. He got all his information from HEMOC. What is you talking about? I almost met this dude. If this is the same guy, I can't remember if that's the same name or not. But it is. Looks like it is from here. And now see, he told me I'm a cracked out as nigga because I proved him wrong. You know, this is what you get. This is the liberal mentality that is embedded everywhere. It's they can't be wrong. Their shit, they just get triggered and just fizzle out, man. I know what I was gonna get before I even posted it. This ain't one. There's a couple of them. You know, there's a couple of them. It's a couple of them. I mean, come on, hey, it ain't my fault. Y'all gotta detach, man. Be attached to nothing. Y'all attached to all this shit. This shit is CIA, man. CIA. It is what it is. Let me go. Let me see if this is the channel, because I'm gonna drop a jewel on that channel. That dude, that brother, right? Tell me to go look at somebody that actually snake somebody. Come on, man. Stop it, man. I've been around, man. That's how I know what I know. Yeah, I'm already subscribed to him. He's talking about saying this brother, right? I mean, he gives out good information, but he got all his information from a brother I know. Come on, man. From a brother I know. I'm already subscribed to that. This motherfucker on here doing genealogy stories, Sean P. Diddy Combs, genealogy family tree. That's what they want you to leave this to go look at this shit. This is the type of shit we dealing with, guys. This is the type of shit we dealing with. They want you to not hear this, the truth about Christopher Columbus and how he discovered America, how we don't know what the fuck words are, how we're enslaved in this fucked up ass system, how this is Indigenous Peoples Day and Columbus Day, where they're reaming it up your ass with the Diddy Lube. He wants you to go check out a channel that's talking about that shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. And he's talking about indigenous. He was supposed to be at this dude was supposed to be somewhere in Georgia where I was at with all the other indigenous brothers, and he didn't even show the fuck up. And he gonna try, man, come on, man. Come, hey, listen, Zay World, you're in the wrong area, man. You in the wrong realm. There's a reason why I only got 2,000 subscribers. There's a reason. For 10 goddamn fucking years. Since my first channel, they was like, this can't have this motherfucker. And he can't have this motherfucker inside the we can't have his ass in the motherfucking algorithms. Hell no. Get him off of there. You know? So it is what it is, man. But yeah, hey, listen, that's all this is what I do all day long anyways. So it don't even matter to me. I do this shit all day long. This is what I enjoy doing, shaking people out of their foundations. Shaking people out of their foundations. You know? Okay, hold on. What's this? Wait. 13 hours ago. By the channel he just stated, I want you to go, breaking news, Columbus confirmed by mainstream was a Sephardic, right? Whatever the fuck that means, right? I'm not, which was some kind of fucking Jew or some shit, you know? I mean, shit, you better get into, Jesuits, right? The Church of England, right? The Royal Church of England. I'm not even going down that rabbit. This whole point of this video, was Christopher Columbus discovered America, whether you like it or not. He discovered it. Not in the way you've been manipulated to believe and think, like, oh, he was the first man that landed on the land, and that is elementary shit. Think I don't fucking know that shit ain't no truth? Come on, man. Use discernment. If I would have seen somebody post some shit like that and then look at what they talk about in their page, I'm like, ain't no way this motherfucker can possibly believe that shit. So there's a reason. I want to know, you know? But anyways, breaking news, Columbus confirmed by mainstream. They want you to go look at this shit, guys. This brother right here, because, you know, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, like, look, I'm going to show you, come, you know, I'm going to do a live stream right now, you know? And then I was figuring he'd be like, oh, you know, like a man, do some man shit. But no, this is this shit, this bitch shit that is all around us, that everybody's in their emotions. If that was me, I'd have been like, damn, you right. Shout out to you. I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to be like, oh, okay. All right. But this is anger. I mean, hey, man, it is what it is. I told y'all know I've been talking about the same energy for fucking years. Same energy for years. They can't just handle the truth. Just man shit. That's some bitch shit. Go watch this channel. Man, I don't fucking know all. Man, come on, man. Are you serious? Mainstream was a Sephardic, right? Confirmed by mainstream. You talking about mainstream media? Mainstream news? That's what they want you to go check out? Hey, look, y'all can go right ahead. I don't give a fuck. You know? So, you know, and again, the brother puts out some good information. I ain't saying he's bad, but I'm just saying, you don't try to put two peas in a pod and talk about go do this and go do that, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So anyways, Christopher Columbus discovered America, right? It is what it is. He discovered America. A lot of people don't know a lot of this shit, man. There's a lot of terms that people just don't know what the fuck it is. Like I've been talking to other people over there on Yusuf L's page, you know, tell them like y'all, it's right here. It's just, and then when you show them, they still don't get it. This is that psychological subversion. Psychological subversion where you can show them, it doesn't matter what you show them, whatever they believe is going to override whatever you show them. It's just another religion, a belief in being awakened to, I already know it. I don't need to learn from you. I don't need to know nothing from you. Me, I'm learning from every motherfucking body. I don't care who it is. You know, if I pop up, this is for you Cuts and whoever else. If I pop my phone up and Zachary K. Hubbard's in the feed and it's some shit that I want to see, oh shit, I ain't hear that. I'll click on the bitch and just listen. Oh, I ain't know about that. Boom. I don't have a block in front of me. You know, I could tune the fucking messenger out for a second. And then I'll be like, oh, let me go research that and get away from the toxic shit. You know, people who don't have that ability. Why? CIA mind control. See this shit right here? That's why I got that up there. MK Ultra. MK Ultra, you know. Hey, Washington, D.C., District of Columbia. Columbia. Hold on. You know? It's crazy, man. You can learn a lot from a dummy. You know, just buckle your safety belt. Whoops, my bad. You know? So, you know, okay, District of Columbia, because Christopher Columbus discovered America, aka laid claim to America, aka reported back to Europe, aka the control structure up there. What we already know what it is, right? And DC, right, District of Columbia, was established in 1790 after U.S. Congress passed the Residence Act. A lot of people don't know what residence is. The land for the district was originally donated by the states of Maryland and Virginia through Virginia's portion was later, though Virginia's portion would later return, right? Think of those places. Virgin Mary, Virginia and Maryland is where Columbus is. I mean, Columbia is. DC, under the Residence Act. What is a resident? You're a resident of the United States, residing in a state under the control of the United States with that state capital letter. But in reality is all your rights and freedoms come from the state small caps, which the state constitutions are under, which upholds your rights, protects governments against violating your fucking rights. Okay? People don't want to understand this. People don't give a fuck and wonder why. Look around. Look around you. Say no more. Right? Federal District, Washington, D.C., is not governed like a state. Instead, it's under the direct jurisdiction of the federal government. The U.S. Congress has ultimate authority over the district, although it does have its own local government, including a mayor and city council, right? Columbia, right, was a historical and poetic term for the United States. Whoa! This is under a case law, okay? It was commonly used to symbolize America during the time the capital was established, hence District of Columbia refers to the federal territory named after this symbolic figure, Christopher motherfucking Columbus. And this motherfuckers want to come in here and say, go check out this channel. Like, go ahead. He probably knows the same fucking thing. You know? Unbelievable. All right. DC is home to all three branches of U.S. federal government. Okay. Executive, legislative, judicial. We already know. It also houses numerous national monuments, museums. We already know all that shit, right? Representation. Residents of Washington, D.C. have limited representation in Congress. They have no voting representation in the Senate, only in a non-voting delegate in the House Representative. There has been ongoing political debate about granting D.C. statehood under greater autonomy. In some, Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, especially designated capital territory of the United States, distinct from any of the 50 states. This is what motherfuckers don't want to know. They don't want to know this. They run it like they make up some shit. Oh, the 14th Amendment, citizen and people, and you're a slave and you're not, all this other stupid shit, when it's actually this fucking simple. Okay? This simple. Says it right there. If the fucking residents of Washington, D.C. have limited representation in Congress, they don't have no vote because they're in the District of fucking Columbia. It's not the United States Union that they created. It can't be inside of itself. It has to be outside of itself. That's why they can't have that there. People don't fucking know it. Think about it. Think about it. All right? And look what they did during January 6th. U.S. Capitol. Oh, that's the People's Building. Shut the fuck up. That ain't the People's Building. What are you talking about? That is the District of fucking Columbia. You have left the Union of the United States and went into foreign fucking territory. What the fuck is wrong with you? You are out of the United States, okay? You are under the United States. They're like, what? Yeah. You're in the District of Columbia now, and they persecuted them motherfuckers just like that. Look at all the indictments. They all are left blanked because they don't want to show nobody. I did videos on this shit. All of them were charged in the District of, in the state of blank, in the District of blank, in the District of Columbia. Every single one of them motherfuckers, all the indictments was. That's how they got away with that shit. That's how no one could defend that shit. It was out of the jurisdiction of any state, could not jump in. That is straight United States. Bitch, you fucked up. You're ball-rogged. You just fucked up. Hold on. So, yeah, people want to come on here and say some old dumb shit. You know, hey, look, I ain't trying. Hey, I'm just giving it back. You're still my brother. At the end of the day, you learn something. I don't take anything to heart. You know. So Washington D.C., the District of Columbia, operates under this distinct and governmental framework compared to the 50 states, which gives a different form of jurisdiction from the rest of the United States. Ain't that fucked up? You better learn the fuck where you live. What's good, my brother? That's the channel you should go subscribe to. Fuck all that. Subscribe to that channel right there, my brother Wise. Subscribe to that channel right there if you want to really learn some real shit, deep shit that will somehow spiritually and intellectually correspond with what the fuck I'm saying. You know. So DC, right? It's different, right? It's not the same as the United States. And this is where like a lot of other people like, they don't understand. Damn, I could see they went through the warp of the gurus on the internet. I could see where it all comes from. It's coming from all this shit that was put out here and pushed, and people picked it up like, oh my God, just like they had all that. You got to account, TD accounts, and all this stuff. You're worth millions and shit. They want a motherfucker to do that so they can lock your dumb ass up. I don't want nothing to do with these motherfuckers. Real ones don't want shit to do. They want to be left the fuck alone. Leave me alone. You know, leave me alone. That's it. It's a canoe rule that the natives have. Bitch, I'm in my canoe. You're in your canoe. Hey, we're passing in the waters. That's it. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm over here chilling, occupying this territory. You over there occupying their territory. Why the fuck are you over on my territory telling me what I could do on my territory? That should be humanity 1-the-fuck-01. Should have been stopped a long time ago. But we know, hey, gunpowder versus arrows. I don't know. I ain't trying to figure that one the fuck out. But anyways, again, District of Columbia is the capital city of the United States and is not part of any U.S. state, but is a federal district created specifically to serve as the seat of the federal government. All right. The District of Columbia was established in 1790. All right, we already know that. I already read that. Federal district, right? Columbia, the function, the representation. All right. My bad. I got behind in my notes. Washington, D.C. is the federal district, meaning it's directly governed by the U.S. Congress under the district clause. And no wonder why they had, on January 6th, they had, he put his feet on Pelosi's desk. Who the fuck is Pelosi? Kicked his feet up on Pelosi's desk. They're telling you. Right? And it says, it is a federal district, meaning it's directly governed by the U.S. Congress under the district clause of the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17. Congress has the power to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over the district. Unlike states, D.C. does not, N-O-T, motherfuckers, not have sovereignty over state powers. They showed you this shit during COVID-19. All right? Its governance and laws can be overridden or modified by federal law and decisions made by Congress. Think about that. That's DC. That don't mean the states, but what do? Oh, they do the states. They try to make you believe it overrides the state. No, it fucking don't. They showed you that already. Unlike states, DC does not have any sovereign over state powers. Its governance and laws can be overridden or modified by federal law and decisions made by Congress. Local governance. DC has local mayor. We already know that. Okay. All right. The courts, DC, and all that other shit. All right. Okay. for legal matters in D.C. are handled by the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, which is the federal court, just like other federal district courts in the U.S. However, this court has broader jurisdiction over matters that relate to the functioning of the federal government. There's no statehood in D.C. None. Since Washington, D.C. is not a state, it lacks certain rights. Listen to this shit. Certain rights and privileges enjoyed by U.S. states. Oh, wait a minute. What? D.C. ain't even a fucking state. All the motherfuckers so-called, all the power comes from D.C. How the fuck the power come from D.C. when certain rights and privileges enjoyed by U.S. states, such as representation in the U.S. Senate and full voting rights of the U.S. House of Representatives, residents can vote in president's elections, but only have a non-voting delegate House of Representatives, right? They don't have no statehood, meaning they don't have rights or privileges enjoyed by U.S. states, all right? Special status. Washington, D.C. also holds a unique status as the seat of the federal government. This gives its additional layers of security and regulation, particularly around federal buildings, national landmarks, which are subject to specific federal laws and oversight by agencies like the Secret Service and Capitol Police. All right. So yeah, this is DC, man. And people and humans shouldn't even be in the place according to the doctor. Exactly, man. Exactly. Stay the fuck out of that place. You know? Stay out of that place. It's crazy, man, how this is all set up, man. And people just don't, they don't want to know, they don't care, you know. So it's wild, man. And I want to go some other, because people, right? A lot of people don't understand what we the people, right? Like I'm gonna do more on this. The Constitution, right, says we the people. All right. State Constitution, right? We the people. We the people. What's the people? Well, that's what I try to explain to people. The people, the legal definition is a state, right? People, a state, semicolon, as the people of the state of New York, a nation in its collective and political capacity. So that's what the people are. That's the people. You can't, there's no way around that. That's the people. It's a state. So that means you are the people of the state. Where the fuck does all this power come from? Where does all this shit get put upon you? Right? Through contracts. Through accepting identities and words and terms and shit that make no fucking sense whatsoever. Right? And what's a sovereign? It's a chief ruler with supreme power. Point blank, period. Semicolon, or a king or a ruler with limited power. Right? A king or other ruler with limited power. So a sovereign is a chief ruler with supreme power. Well, what the fuck's a sovereign? It just means a chief ruler. So if states are sovereign, what is the state? It's the people. I don't know how hard that is to understand. That's how people do get remedies and shit and stuff like that. And that's what, the Constitution. Oh, yeah, your rights. But you go into the state, they don't want you to go into the state because that's all your fucking rights because you created the Constitution. You did. Look at your state constitution. You know? Think about it. Now, there's two states. There's state and state. There's 101 states. Why ain't there 102? Well, DC ain't a fucking state. Right? Think about it. Sovereign power or sovereignty. The power in a state to which none other is superior or equal. That's it. So the people are the power. The people are the power, right? It is what it is, man. Think about it. Crazy. So, what else we got? And I could go into the whole sovereignty thing and deeper into that, right? And then, like I said, people as a state, but also person, right? Person, the whole person, fuck that. Person is formed from, in law, the word per. That's per, okay? Now, son, right? This is crazy right here. Person, right? Per is by when a writ of entry is sued out against the alienee of the original intruder or decessor, comma, or against his heir to whom the land has descended, comma. It is said to be brought in the quotations, because the writ then states that the tenant had not entry but by per the original wrongdoer. What? What? Whoa, wait a minute. Slow the fuck down. Now, when you put person together, right? Because I'm about to let y'all know what the fuck son means. All right. Doesn't mean your son or daughter and shit like that or none of that. That's why they don't use that in family law. Son means in immediate male descendant, semicolon. Okay. The correlative of father. Okay. Then technically a word of purchase, comma, unless explained. What? Huh? Wait a minute. Then it goes son, his, comma, her, period. See Civil Code 3522. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So son could mean his and her? Now go to person. Oh, shit, they fucked us, right? His, her. That's why they say any person. That's man or woman or whatever fuck label you want to be. His, her. What about these pronouns? What's up with these pronouns? Why does son, all right, have the definition of his and her in it? What the fuck? Now put person. Now put per on it. So son means technically word of purchase, and let's explain. So we all know a person is a corporation, a fictitious entity. It's corporate, all that shit. The word actually means, okay? It means a word of purchase. It means something's purchased. So person, it's a writ. Per means when a writ of entry is sued out against the alienee. Now you're getting into, alienee, right? Alien resident, right? Well, this is where it's coming from. It's coming from person. Because you, by default, okay, is some kind of invader to the land. They're telling you you're an invader to the indigenous people's fucking land, man. This shit is fucking crazy, man. This shit is wild. When you start unearthing the law and you got a motherfucker come on here and you just debunk his whole fucking reality and they tell you to fucking, talking about I'm a crackhead ass nigga and all this other shit. I never did a drug in my motherfucking life, never smoked nothing, never did nothing. And want to tell you some shit like that, when person actually means you're an invader of the land. Like what? Nobody ever, that's what it is. Per in law, per dot. When a writ of entry is sued out against the alienee of the original intruder or decessor, comma, or against his heir to whom the land has descended. Yeah, Christopher Columbus, thank you, bitch. It is said to be brought in the per, because the writ then states that the tenant had not entry, but by the original wrongdoer. The motherfucker took this land and know it's wrong. It's on paper and in law and got you the energy on your person, motherfucker. That's what's going on in this bitch. That's what's going on in this shit. Because son means his or her, right? Son means his or her. Technically a word of purchase. Slaves. Yeah, that's how deep this shit goes. While we was truth and we should have been learning this shit. Probably could have been out of it by now. But hold on one second, because I'm gonna put my disclaimer up there. Nobody, this is gotta put my disclaimer. Give me a minute. All right, y'all. I had to put my disclaimer out there. Yeah, damn sure it's about to get real. You got that right. That's a channel you should be subscribed to. 100%, million percent. Subscribe to that channel. It is the real deal, you know. And that's the thing, man. Like, you know, that is the thing, man. We've been, you know, we've been taking for a ride. I'll be the first to admit I've been taking for a motherfucking ride with this MK Ultra for real, you know. And people need to wake the fuck up, man. Need to wake up, man. Need to reawaken, because you know they going in. You know, they going in, guys. We already know they are. You know, they're going in. So and people holding on to their little land gods, their little favorite truthers. Truthing community is fucking dead. I'm done with truthers, man. I'm done with truthers. You know? Hold on, y'all. 1 second, guys. I'm done with truthers. So, yeah, man, it's a lot, man. Like I said, we should have been learning this stuff, man. That's crazy how they got it. You know, you ain't gonna, you know, this is shit. I just went, man. You know what? Like Wise was saying earlier. Look, the creator says, go to sleep. Go to sleep, man. I'm gonna give you this knowledge. Wake up. You be knowing all kind of shit. So much shit becoming clear. The creator just puts me in the position. Listen, this is the way you gonna go, and I'm gonna show you the truth. You're gonna be able to see what's been put over your eyes. You're gonna be able to see and understand what time it is. You know. Think about it. You know, think about it. There's a whole lot of shit we don't know. Like what? Like son. Like in law, that means his or her. You know, you gotta understand, man. These people did a fucking, man. They did a, you know, all this stuff with the illegals, and they're telling us, man, we illegal aliens. We're invaded this land. That's why they're showing y'all they got more rights than us. They're telling you, wake the fuck up. They're telling you, wake your ass up. when that gun law, then that gun shit was, that case law was in Illinois. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? They're showing you right here. What are y'all doing? Like, they're showing you. They just gave an illegal, what you believe is an illegal immigrant, right? An illegal immigrant. They said under the Constitution, they got a right to bear the fucking arms. I mean, what? Think about that. Think about that shit right there. Think about that. Hold on one second. Think about that. Think about that crap. That was amazing. And I'm like, what? I read the law and I'm like, no way. I'm like, they're telling you. What are y'all doing? Like, people are like, oh, the illegals, the illegals, the illegals. Man, fuck the illegals. They're showing you that you an illegal. Better get your shit right. You an illegal fucking alien resident in this bitch. You're a person. You already, they told you invaded from the start. Like, come on, man. They told you your ass invaded from the start. Right in the word term person. That's why they charge everything to the person. When you go into the court, you're a fucking person. You know? Then you hear all the talk about, what's the other one you hear about? Straw man. Straw man. You're straw man. Man, what the fuck that, man? Straw man. You're straw man. You're straw man. Then when you get to court, talk about, oh, they're straw. I'm not the straw man. Bitch, they know that, motherfucker. They are playing you, man. Because it's actually called men of straw. Men of straw. Men who used in the former days to ply about courts of law, so-called from their manner of making known their occupation, i.e. by a straw in one of their shoes, recognized by the name straw shoes. An advocate or lawyer who wanted a convenient witness knew by these signs where to meet with one, and the eloquy, the sham, I can't read that. So the colloquy between the parties was brief. Don't you remember? Question mark, said the advocate, to which the ready answer was, to be sure, I do. Then come into the court and swear to it. And the straw shoes went into court and swore to it. What? Athens abandoned straw shoes, fucking years ago. Think about that shit. Athens abounded in straw shoes. Think about that shit. Straw man. Oh, that's a straw man argument. That's a straw man. Oh, you're straw man. Oh, you're straw man. That they created a straw man. Where does that shit come from? People wonder, like, where the fuck am I getting this shit from? Well, this book is not your favorite truthers. This book costs a lot of money. That's where I got this book from. It costs a lot of fucking money. That's why it's not pushed by your greatest guru and truthers. They actually keep you away from this one, you know? Yeah. Man, Aleister Crowley, man, you get into Aleister Crowley and with understands of law. Oh my God. This shit is wild, man. It's wild, man. But that's your little straw man, That's what the straw man was. See, it wasn't straw, it was men of straw. They don't want you to know this shit. Men of straw. Think about that. You going into court to what? They summoned you into court to swear to it. By you coming in, you're swearing to it. You're swearing. You're swearing. They've been playing us, man. You're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're so stupid, All right, what else we got? One other little thing that I had. No, I don't want to talk about that one. I had little stuff laid out. Depends on the conversation was going. Because people don't. understand. May make up George. Right, man. Like this stuff is wild, man. You know. Okay, here's another one. Okay, here's another one. Now, if you study the law, you understand a lot of words start with res, right? Res. One of them being resident, one of them being respondent, you know, res. In civil law, a thing, an object. So if you're a respondent, you're already an object. This is why family court is just a walk of bullshit, right? This is why you're considered a resident because you're a thing, you're an object. This is why they do what they. This is what they do. What they do to us. It's simple, man. It is so fucking simple. You know. Let me see. Confirm. It's so simple. This stuff is wild shit, man. This is wild shit, guys. And Liber L Legis, right? Think about that. There's a thing in law called ens legis, right? Oh, I lost my place. Hold on one second. Um, hold on one second. There's a thing in law called ens legis, which means an artificial being created by the law. Think about that. The ens legis is an artificial being created by the law, right? This is why you don't want to be a human being because a human being, like I said on my last live stream, is a monster, is a animal like, is not a human, but it's being like a human. See, if you read the if you read the if you read the I'll take the New York State Constitution, and in the New York State Constitution it says, okay, it has words like humankind, people, right? See, it has humankind. No, not yeah, humankind, right? It doesn't say human being, it says humankind. You know, think about that. So I lost my place. I'm going back to res, right? Because you resident, right? Resident. They want you to be a resident, res. It's a thing, an object, a term in law, comma. This word has a very wide and extensive signification, right? Including not only things which are objects of property, but also such as are not capable of individual ownership. You're a resident, bitch. You don't own your motherfucking house at all. Zip zero. You can't own it because you're a resident on the land that they own, right? So you can't possibly own it. Point blank, period. You cannot possibly own that, right? Think about that. It's not, you're not capable of individual ownership, right? This is what we should all been thinking. Like, how the fuck do we learn? How the hell do we understand and learn how to fix all this shit? How to unwind all this shit? How to redress our grievances with the government that's supposed to uphold all of our rights, liberties, right? There's these fucking pieces of paper are created to keep them from fucking with us. And that's what people don't want to understand and know. That's why they come out and do a third fucking shoot and say it was a sovereign fucking citizen. And then people like, oh my God, the sovereign citizen crazy. Ain't nothing but a fucking term the same as conspiracy theorists, because in their own words, a citizen is fucking one of the sovereign fucking people. Doesn't get more clear than that. I wish a bitch would ask me if I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm like, no, define sovereign citizen, or I'm not. I can't tell her. You know, I'm a respectful person when I'm in their walls playing their games. I'm gonna say, can you please define sovereign citizen? I'd like to know. Well, I mean, you know, if you said that, you know, I got to hold you to it. Put it on the record. You said I'm a sovereign citizen. Define sovereign citizen, and then I'll let you know what I am under your laws that you got to uphold and protect my rights under. Go ahead. That's what the fuck we'll be doing. So, anyways, res, right? In Old English law, it is said to have a general import, comma, comprehending both corporeal and incorporeal things of whatever kind, nature, or species. Bitch, that means yo ass. Res, according to the modern civilians, it meant everything that may form an object of right, in opposition to persona, which is regarded as a subject of rights. That's why they don't want you to go in proper persona, right? They want you to say, oh, you're a respondent. Oh, you're this, you're that, right? Therefore, in its general meaning, compares actions of all kinds, while in its restricted sense, it comprehends every object of right except actions. Well, what? What? This has reference to the fundamental division of the institutes. Hold on, sorry, guys. Grab institutes that all law relates either to persons. They even have this per hyphen sons, comma things, comma or to actions. In modern uses, the term is particularly applied to an object, comma, subject matter, comma, or status, comma, considered as the defendant in a action. Holy shit. Subject jurisdiction, motherfucking status. What's your status? Oh, you're a U.S. citizen. Okay. Boom. Directly on which directly proceedings are taken. Thus, in a prize case, the captured vessel is the res. Right? Hey. See? It said in modern uses, the term particularly applied to an object, comma, subject matter, comma, or status considered as the defendant in an action, comma, or as the object against which, comma, directly proceedings are taken. Thus, in a prize case, comma, the captured vessel is the res, and proceedings of this character, right, are said to be in rem, right? You got C in personam in rem. You heard of in rem before? Shout out to in rem. He used to be a YouTuber. Res may also denote the action or proceeding, comma, as when a cause, comma, which is not between adversary parties, comma, is entitled. Oh, hey man, some fucked up shit they got us under. Think about that shit. It's wild stuff, man. There's a lot, man. There is a lot. I mean, a lot. There is a lot. On how you could just point out the bullshit and the slavery, right? So, yeah, it's a lot, man. I have a lot of stuff on here. Constitutional law, and how it shows you who it protects, right? Constitutional law. One, that branch of the public law of a state which treats of the organization and frame of the government, comma, the origins and powers of sovereignty, comma, the distribution of political and governmental authorities and functions. The fundamental principles which are to regulate the relations of government and subject, comma, and which prescribes generally the plan and the method according to which the public affairs of the state are to be administered. Okay. Where the fuck are you in there? Think about that. Where? When you understand constitutional law, you understand they're talking about the motherfucking government. What? They talking about the fucking government. Oh shit, my phone went dark. My bad. Y'all can still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. And again, I'm pulling this shit out of an 1800s dictionary of law. All right. That's where I'm pulling this shit out of. I'm pulling this shit out of an 1800s dictionary. And I've studied case law from the 1700s and 1800s that are written in cursive. And I study it to understand what they've done to us, the words they've used, how they've changed, how this shit didn't go nowhere, you know? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Oh, let me see if the mic shit is still moving. Okay, the mic's still moving, so it must can hear me. Okay, thanks. So there's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff that, unfortunately we've been bamboozled, man. You know, we've been bamboozled, guys. And it's Columbus Day, and it's just an indigenous Peoples Day in the same fucking day. How ironic! That is the biggest fuck you ever in the history of fucking anything. You know, Columbus and Indigenous Peoples Day on the same goddamn day. That is fucking wild. That is some wild shit. Super wild shit. But wild stuff, man. Well, yeah, there's a lot of things, man. But yeah, that person thing, when I saw that, man, I'm like, that's fucked up. When son actually means in law him and her, and you realize person, what per means in you know, and that to go into the other word per, and then mit, permit, right? What is mit? This shit is, we got to break down a whole fucking another language. You got a whole nother language to know how bad you actually fucking got it. You know, it's crazy, man. But think about that person. Like they call us person. You guys are person. When the shit right there, this is like one of the most important ones on this day of Christopher Columbus. You know, Christopher Columbus Day. This fucking human walking, psychopath, right? Hold on one second. Let me go back into it real quick. Right? When a writ of entry is sued out against the alienee. This is when you understand bonds and all the shit they do to us, right? This is where you get it from. When a writ of entry, where it comes from. Comes from letting you know that you are basically not supposed to fucking be on this land. Like that, like this shit is wild, man. It's wild, right? When a writ of entry is sued out against the alienee of the original intruder or decessor, or against his heir to whom the land has descended, it is said to be brought quotations in the per, because the writ then states that the tenant had not entered but by the original wrongdoer. There ain't nothing positive about that. Now you put son on the end of it, it strictly says his or her, also an immediate male descendant. We're not worried about that, but it says technically a word of purchase. Son means a word of purchase, unless explained. So that's a word of purchase. And then you go into per, which is what? It's a writ of entry sued out against the alienee of the original intruder. Columbus was the intruder, and the colonizers, the Europeans, were the intruder. Think about that. It says because the writ then states that the tenant had not entry but by the original wrongdoer. We ain't got no bit. Well, not we, but you know what I mean. Wild shit, man. Wild stuff right there, boy. Oh man, wild stuff. And then another thing, people say, "Oh, I'm on public property." Well, public property. This is the last one. Thank you, man. I'm about to get off. I'm about to get out of here too. This is the last one I'm reading. Public property. The term is commonly used as a designation of those things which are public juris and therefore considered as being owned by the public, the entire state or community, and not restriction to the domain of a private person. It may also apply to any subject of property owned by the state, nation, or municipal corporation as such. What do we all live in? Wherever you at, it'll say incorporated in such and such. It's public property. That means there is no private property. If it's in the public, there's no private property. That means, oh yeah, your house is private, under the laws. Yeah. Land ain't. This is why they can do what they can do because of this right here. Simple and plain and simple. This is how them people can squat. This is why they can do what they can do. This is why in Seattle we saw them take over and had a chop zone. We saw that. Think about that. Public property. Oh, it's public property. Well, it strictly says, right? It says the public, the entire state or community, and not restricted to the domain of a private person, right? It may also apply to any subject of property owned by a state, nation, or municipal corporation. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Pretty crazy, man. It's so much, man. So much. And then everything goes on. This is how also that when you purchase a house, it goes on public record for everyone to view. A public record is a record memorial of some act or transaction, written evidence of something done, or document, considered as either concerning or interesting the public, affording notice or information to the public, or open to public inspection. Whoa. And that's why they'll do a public sale if you don't pay the motherfucking taxes. Public sale is a sale made pursuant of a notice, by auction or public outery. Public schools established under the laws of the state. That's why I knew a long time ago, get my kids out. And usually regulated in matters of detail by the local authorities in various districts, counties, or towns, maintained at the public expense by taxation and open without charge to the children of all the residents of the town or other district. Notice they ain't say people, they said residents. What? And they're not charging you, but they're taxing you. So they are charging you. So it's not free. So don't think it's public schooling is free because you're paying taxes. Right? Hey, it is what it is, man. But all right, guys, I got to get up off here, man. Much love to you guys. I will talk to y'all later. Peace and love.